Hi, I'm business and executive success coach James Ward, and today on Back of the Napkin, I'm going to be sharing a really fun model that I actually use a lot in my personal life as well as my coaching practice, and it's called the Johari Window Model. And the idea is that we're going to analyze the window through which we communicate with the world and our self-awareness. So, in this kind of quadrant, we're going to think of it on four things. There are things that you know, and there are things you do not. There are things that others know, and there are things that others do not. And when we look at this, we think about strengths, values, even some of our weaknesses, right? If we know it and others know it, that's pretty much the arena, right? It's wide open, large enough for us to play freely, and that's where we can be without needing to curate ourselves or be concerned. Then there's the area where we know it but others do not, and those may be the things that we have chosen to hide from other people, and we would call that the facade or kind of the mask, right? That's where we are curating what other people know about us. And the interesting thing here is that because we're keeping things private, there's the potential for embarrassment, misunderstanding, misinformation, and we can really experience a loss of situational awareness as we become unsure of who we are to certain people. Then there's the fun little area where other people know it, but we do not, right? And that's our blind spots. Those are the things where people can observe things in ourselves that we do not for whatever reason. And realistically, the final kind of frontier is the things you do not know and others do not know, right? That unknown kind of untapped potential. So when we look at this, the cool part of this model is you can use it to do a good deep dive self-analysis and self-discovery of where you have opportunities for growth. And it starts by looking at how big are your quadrants, right? Nobody has this kind of perfect square here. Some folks, there's a lot more things that they know than they don't. Some folks, there's a lot more things that they keep from other people than they expose. So when you take a survey of your own quadrants, realize that a change in any one quadrant will affect them all. So how big are your quadrants? The next thing is, recognize that it takes energy to hide. It also takes energy to deny things that are visible. So the next question I would ask you is, what are you pretending not to know? And look at this through every area of life, right? Look at it through your spirituality. Look at it through your physical health, through your growth and development, through your relationships, through your business, right? What are you pretending not to know? And finally, recognize that your quadrants are movable. If you want to expand the things that you know, it usually involves an ask. You can ask for feedback from your peers. You can ask a consultant to help you become more aware of business practices you may be missing, or you can ask a coach to help you analyze and magnify what's going on in your world. Also, we can look at the ability to expand outward, and that usually involves more telling, right? It's exposing more of ourselves. It's disclosing more of ourselves. And this is where a coach can be helpful as well, as a coach can help you, really grow that trust and authenticity with yourself. Sometimes it involves releasing some baggage from past experiences. Sometimes it's about getting clarity around your values. There's a lot of different things we can do here. And that leaves with the third opportunity is once you release the energy that it's taking to hide yourself and the energy it's taking to basically deny what's going on here, what could you do with all this extra room to play? And that's what this is about, right? Is giving you an opportunity to level up. So once again, thank you so much for spending time with us on Back of the Napkin. I'm business and executive success coach James Ward, and I would love to have an engaging conversation that's going to help you create positive momentum in your life. And I would love for you to visit my website, jameswardcoaching.com, to sign up for that conversation. I hope that you're having a great day, and I look forward to seeing you on a future episode of Back of the Napkin.